More than 30 years in High Court, 91,000 cases are pending. More than 30 years. Of course, we believe in rebirth, so there is a issue in terms of, if not this year, this time, next time, and the accused can become the judge can become the witness can become the lawyer can become the culprit. And of course, in a seminar, I mentioned about the issue of justice delayed is justice denied. One of the senior judges stood up and told the professor, you should know, justice hurried is justice buried. So we have to take time in order to decide. Both people going from small towns and rural areas, sitting outside and waiting, and then the lawyer coming and taking vaida, or what you call adjournment. And this is actually it's and as far as India is concerned, I would definitely say the process of getting justice itself is justice, actually. Some people say that this fellow has committed the crime. Committed the crime mean what? He should be taken to court. That's all. And that process will go on for 8-10 years. He will, by then, he would have understood that the crime he has committed is adequately punished. And you have to, the additional point I should mention, you have to go to the restroom of some of the High Court and District Court. That is extra punishment, because you are waiting there for a period of 1 day or something. Token is given and your name may or may not be called. But if you have the inclination and the strength to visit the restroom, that is equivalent to actually giving you the life imprisonment. For some reason, that NGAC, you may be knowing about it, and where the government wanted to also have a say, it was struck down by the Judiciary. They told the independence of the Judiciary is getting harmed by this. So in a sense, today, the Judiciary is a Swayambhu. It is born out of itself and it lives out of itself. It never dies out of itself. That is the most important thing. And 2 or 3 cases I just thought I will mention. And one Nepali citizen, he was released from Dum Dum Central Jail. Believe me, after 40 years. He was under trial prisoner for 40 years, and he has been involved in some theft case in as early as 1980. And now the story goes that he was not very enthusiastic in getting released after 40 years. He has got used to the system, and he has been doing a lot of work in the jail, and he has been assisting people. So this is and the case of Premchand is something which should be go in golden letters. In 1982, a sample of turmeric was collected. He's a small retailer, and 4 worms were found in that, according to the prosecution. So 38 years he has been between the court, jail, and outside for 4 worms in his small basket of turmeric. Retired judges are much more having wisdom. I call it, they are all war veterans. War veteran means wisdom after retirement. WAR. So they are, after retirement, I find, of course, not only judges, even the government bureaucrats and all, we would have been education secretary for 20 years, but after retirement, he will suggest so many things which should be changed in the department. And in the other issue which is of concern to many people is, increasingly the judiciary is perceived to get into territories which doesn't belong to them. They are taking the task of executives and others, and also getting into what you may loosely call TRP based cases, or what you may call that. For instance, can you believe, sir, the height of Dahi Handi was decided by the Supreme Court. How much it, and finally they all came to a conclusion, 20 feet height only. Dahi Handi in Lower Parel in Bombay. Now, elementary question is, does Supreme Court or any High Court, do they have any instrumentality to implement any of these things? Like one fellow in Kottayam, I remember quite a number of years before, he banned mosquitoes. I do not understand at all. You mean all the mosquitoes will become, will be taken to contempt of court or what? Finally, the mosquitoes have to be killed by the municipal employee with a, with some sort of a pump type of thing with a disinfectant in his back and then going around. So height of the Dahi is something which is highly, and they spent a lot of time on that. There are crying need of cases waiting actually. My grandpa used to say 3 things. Never argue with a government servant. This is very, very important. You will never win. And ultimately, you will have to do what he is telling. Never tell him that you will go to superior another thing, because his superior also can't do anything about it. So never argue with a government servant. Second, never go to a Thana. That is another thing. I fortunately didn't have the occasion to go to Thana. Long time before, once I went there for some passport verification. The third thing is never go to a court. This is something which is very interesting. When small minor accident take place, another thing. Nowadays, people don't say, I will take you to court, another. They just want to settle it, how much amount I have to give. And there are some cases which are, going on. Like, for instance, Salman Khan. That's a very popular case, and it is going for so many years now, 2025. And he seems to have driven a vehicle, and some people who were sleeping on the platform died. And finally, it seems that that vehicle was driven without any driver. The driverless vehicle was found out not by your Tesla and all these fellows in the US and in India itself. And similarly, one deer he hunted, and that deer died. And that was also told that deer actually committed suicide. That took a pistol and killed itself.
Please subscribe to Nationalist Hub English channel for more interesting videos. And don't forget to like and share this video. Nationalist Hub, it's a news revolution.